Do you feel the vibes?
What's up, YouTube? It's Carolina Calvin coming back to you with another video, and welcome to my NFL 2017 Week 12 picks. Week 11, I went 10-4. Starting out this week, Week 12. Of course, you had the Thanksgiving games where you usually get a triple header. Went 3-0. I picked all of them on Twitter. I probably should have did a video earlier just because it was three games in that one day, and pretty much just did it for the entire week. But I picked the Vikings, I picked the Chargers, and I picked the Redskins. All those teams won, so I'm starting out Week 12 3-0. So let's quickly get into the picks because I'm doing this video a little bit later than I normally do. Starting out Sunday, Tampa Bay Buccaneers head to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Falcons, defense have been playing better. They're getting pressure on the quarterback. Offensively, they got the talent. Devontae Freeman, his health is still in question, but I still like Atlanta over Tampa Bay. Despite Tampa Bay winning the last 2 weeks, and I picked against them the last 2 weeks and they found a way to win. I'm gonna stick with Atlanta in this one. Next game, Cleveland Browns head to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. Can't pick Cleveland. The Bengals are okay. They're not Cleveland bad. I like Cincinnati. Defense of Cincinnati has regressed. Offensive line has regressed, but they still have talent. They still can go out there and make plays, and they still won some games. Cleveland, on the other hand, has none of those things. They don't have a solid defense. They haven't won any games. So, Cleveland just overall, the dumpster fire of the NFL. Next game, Tennessee Titans head to Indianapolis for the Colts. I like the Titans. Mariota was so bad last week on the Thursday against Pittsburgh. He was bad. I believe he had 4 interceptions. And there was some really bad throws in there. And that's the one big thing with this guy is can he make those high risk throws, or is he willing to take those high risk throws? Because he's gonna have to make it because the running game has regressed. Is it the running back slowing down as the season goes on? Is it the offensive line? I think it's a combination of both. Last year, the offensive line was great. The run blocking, they were road paving. This year, they started out good, and they've been so inconsistent. They really started to rely heavily on Marcus Mariota, and you saw last week when he has to throw the ball, that many times against the Steelers defense that's been playing good. You saw the turnovers. The Colts defense isn't as good. I'm going to stick with the Titans in this one. Next game, Buffalo Bills head to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Man, the Chiefs lost to the Giants. Same Giants team that gave the 49ers their first win. The Chiefs have regressed. The Chargers are in good position to possibly steal that division with the Broncos playing bad, with Oakland playing bad. Now the Chiefs, who just aren't playing the same really great football that they started out the season with. Buffalo, Kelvin Benjamin, I believe, is out. The defense, the Chargers, they put up 50, I believe, 51, something like that. The defense for Buffalo rely heavily on turnovers. Haven't been getting them. They've been getting points scored on them. I like the Chiefs. I think Buffalo has some issues at quarterback. Tyrod Taylor was benched, and he's gonna start. They don't know what they want to do. I like the Chiefs in this one. At home, I'll give them that. Miami Dolphins had New England play the Patriots. Not picking the Dolphins. Matt Moore is starting. Even if he wasn't, Jay Cutler is starting. Jay Cutler's better than Matt Moore, but you saw what the Panthers offensively was able to do, what Cam was able to do, not only throwing the ball, but just running. New England's going to score 40. I like the Patriots at home. Next game, Carolina Panthers head to New Jersey to play the Jets. Panthers coming off the bye week. Greg Olsen will be playing, which is going to be huge. I'm pretty sure his snaps are going to be limited. But the running game has resurfaced in the last couple of, the last 2 times they've played. I like the Panthers. The Jets have been a surprise offensively. I think McCown kind of been underrated. This guy you expect. He's a veteran. You expect him to go out there and do okay. I think he's done a little bit better than okay. But I'm still gonna go with the Panthers. Defense is still really good. Running game has finally come back. And now you're going to get, add Greg Olsen to that mix. They're trying a bunch of new things at receiver. Kelvin Benjamin's gone. Devin Funchess, that guy. He's the number 1 guy. Actually, he had 2 touchdown grabs. I like the Panthers. Last of the 1 o'clock game, Chicago Bears head to Philly to play the Eagles. I talked about this a little bit. Trubisky shouldn't start in this game. His offensive line is so bad, and the Eagles' pass rush is really good. I got the Eagles running all over them. I don't see what Chicago's offense. Chicago's played some close games against teams that you wouldn't expect them to be in games against, and even beating teams. They beat the Panthers, they beat the Steelers, so they won some big games. But this one, just playing the odds and what my head's telling me, just looking at this Philly team. Chicago has so many problems on offense. Really, outside of Jordan Howard, Trubisky's still a young guy. Offensive line is garbage. Defense is good, but can only do so much when there's a good chance your offense is gonna be really bad in this game. I like Philly. Start of the 4 o'clock games. Seattle Seahawks head to San Francisco play with 49ers. Seattle's decimated in the secondary. Earl Thomas playing hurt. I don't even know what his status is. Chancellor's out for the rest of the year. Sherman's out for the rest of the year. Up front, they haven't been as good. Bobby Wagner's been great, but that pass rush hasn't been as good as coming into the season on paper. San Francisco got their first win against the Giants. I like Seattle. Seattle, they usually beat down San Francisco. I don't see why I would pick against them in this one. Russell Wilson still been playing really good, and he's gonna have to carry a lot with the defense regressing. So I like the Seattle Seahawks in this one. Next game, Denver Broncos head to Oakland to play the Raiders. I believe Denver's gonna start Paxton Lynch. They fired their offensive coordinator good because he was the reason. He was the reason that they didn't even give Paxton Lynch a chance. You Brock Osweiler, Trevor Siemian, these guys are garbage, and they've shown game in and game out this season that they're not really good quarterbacks. Brock Osweiler, we've seen that longer with him. I like Oakland. Oakland's been so bad on defense. Offensively, the play calling has been horrendous. But I'm still gonna go with Oakland. What do we see from Amari Cooper? They're gonna see the amazing 2 touchdowns, close to 100 yards receiving, or the Amari Cooper 4 drops, 4 big time easy drops. Who knows? But I'm gonna stick with Oakland at home. Next game, New Orleans Saints head to Los Angeles to play the Rams. This is a big one. The Rams, they lost to the Vikings last week, and a game that I didn't expect to go that way. I didn't expect, the Vikings to really get up on them like that. It was played close for the first half. Then the Vikings really started to make some big plays. Let's see. And the Saints, great comeback, overtime win against the Redskins. Defense is playing great. I don't think Marshawn Lattimore is gonna play. He's been playing really great. I'm gonna pick the Rams at home. I think Todd Gurley has a big day, but it's gonna be tough against New Orleans, where their running game is going. You still got Drew Brees, and the defense is getting stops. They're one of the more complete teams in football, and it's coming into the season, and even watching the first couple of games with them, the defense was horrible. The offense, running game was non-existent. Ever since they got rid of Peterson, they've been great. But, I'll stick with New Orleans in that game. Last of the 4 o'clock games, Jacksonville Jaguars head to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Give me Jacksonville. Blaine Gabbert did play well for the Cardinals. He had some good games with the 49ers last season, Big reason why he started over Colin Kaepernick. I like Jacksonville though. Pass rush, they got one of the best pass rushes in football. They got a Super Bowl defense. The one thing, and I say this every time I talk about the Jaguars, offensively, not Blaine Gabbert. Well, he is an ex-Jacksonville Jaguar. Blake Bortles. There's been some games where he's lost them. There's been some games where he tried his damnedest to lose them that game. I'm going to stick with Jacksonville, though. I think the defense really controls this game. They really get a lot of pressure on Blaine Gabbert. Sunday night game, Green Bay Packers head to Pittsburgh to play Steelers. I'll be quick about this. Hundley, not that good. He's not that good. You saw some throws. If that was Aaron Rodgers, he's trying to make the same throws Aaron Rodgers makes. That was one. It would have been a sure touchdown with Aaron Rodgers where Hundley throws it and it kind of lobs the ball. And it's a pick in the end zone by Jimmy Smith. That was last week against Baltimore. Aaron Rodgers, that's a laser, that's a touchdown. So he's trying to make some of the same plays, and he just doesn't have the talent. I like the Steelers. Juju Smith, he's not going to play, but Le'Veon Bell, you still got Antonio Brown. Defense is getting turnovers. They're getting pressure on the quarterback. I like Pittsburgh in this one. Just can't trust Hundley. Nor can I trust the Green Bay defense to really slow down the Steelers' offense. And the Monday night, this would have been better if Deshaun Watson was playing. But the Houston Texans head to Baltimore to play the Ravens. The Ravens' defense has been surprisingly good. Joe Flacco's been horrendous. The running game for Baltimore has been solid. I'm gonna stick with Baltimore at home. I'm gonna pick Baltimore at home. Houston won the last one, and I think Tom Savage playing back there, he hasn't been too bad. He hasn't been Deshaun Watson good when he started to really catch fire, but they've played in some close games ever since he got that job. But I'm gonna stick with Baltimore in that one. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. Of course, your picks. How did you do on the Thursday game? Like I said, 3-0. Normally don't go 3-0, but I thought it was a good. The Vikings game was good. The other two were horrible. The Cowboys, Chargers, Giants, Redskins. Those games were terrible. But there are no buys. Last week was the last week for buys. But like I said, like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Thanks for watching.